welcome everybody to season 2, episode 3 of Death by Exile 101 podcast. I did my research before we started this.
We're going by arrival rules. Time is not linear. It's a circle.
Starting to sound a little bit like a nihilist over there.
We all know time is not linear anymore.
It goes up, down.
It goes up, down, circle, round, around. This has already happened before, Bob.
Stop! Stop! I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna run out the
This
fucking house.
is a tesseract
Oh shit!
labyrinth. It never ends.
Have you noticed? Talking about the Tesseract, have you noticed that almost all the little like gadgets that are in fictional media are always square or like a cube? What is up with that?
Oh yeah, remember everything used to be like the '90s. Everything was like supposed to be spherical.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it switched up to a cube.
Yeah, that is weird.
Like the box.
Like the movie The Sphere, or like there's a lot of sci-fi movies they would use like fucking like little spherical things like to store data and stuff like that. Like Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Like their CDs are like little marbles now.
Little marbles.
Yeah, dude. Like that is weird. Why did we move away from the sphere?
This might be a Mandela effect, maybe. A foot. But I was thinking about that recently. I was like, why is everything cubed now? Like, the fuck is that?
Yeah, like we're going backwards.
Some might say
Who wants
times,
points?
Some might say times.
I know. Like, corners and points. What the fuck? Smooth surfaces.
Magnets. How do they work?
Yeah.
But
polarization. I can't pronounce it.
Big word of the day. But so what's been going on, man? It's been a minute. Anything new?
Not a lot. Like just living life, loving life. No good movies. That's what sucks.
Yeah.
There's just nothing good.
You watch The Whale?
No, I want to watch that. I heard he jacks off in it.
What? Yo,
he's like, because the movie's all about like he just like gives into like his just like he's like hedonism. Like all he does is just like he's like
jerk off all day?
Yeah, he's just like sloth incarnate. Basically, he like something happened in his life where he was like college professor, got depressed, and then like he just lives alone, beats off, eats hella junk food, and that's his life, and that's how he became so big.
Damn.
And like he doesn't like his daughter comes and visits and tries to get him to come outside. And he's like, no, I'm gay now, and I just like
what?
Yeah, he's gay too. So I guess like he like that's also a big thing. He's
you
like,
sure you haven't seen this movie?
I've heard things about it. Allegedly.
For research purposes.
Yeah, it's a Aronofsky movie, dude. Darren Aronofsky's movies are tight, so of course he's gonna have jerking off in it. You're gonna if you can convince Natalie Portman to finger bang herself in front of her mom on screen, dude, then like you're gonna for sure go.
Her mom?
Well, in the movie, the lady that played her mom was like in the room while she was like fingering herself.
Ah, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, Mila Kunis was like, "You gotta finger yourself. You want to become a ballet."
Wait, was that Black Swan?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I seen that movie. How did I not remember that? The fuck? I must have blocked it out.
Her mom's like crazy, so she like controls everything part of her life. So like she was like, "I'm not feeling well," so she's like laying in bed. So her mom is like, "Okay, that means I need to stay in the room with you, like a fucking crazy person," and she's like. Doesn't realize
that's a very supportive mother.
Yeah, doesn't realize like her mom's in the room. She's like, I think it's time to like, at the age of like, because she has to be like in her late 20s at that point. She's like,
Jesus.
it's time to like, finger myself.
Why do you lick your lips when you said that, bro?
They're chapped. I swear.
I'm joking. He didn't do that.
They're chapped.
It's a bit. But have you heard that meme? That
have I heard it?
Have you heard about that meme that a Black Swan is just the Joker for females?
Yeah, I posted that. That was mine.
That's right. Okay.
And when I say mine, I mean I stole it from somewhere and gave it to you.
But it likely is, yeah.
There's a lot of similarities to it. Super similarities to it. I mean, really.
Wait, how does that movie?
She she cuts herself in the middle of her performance, and then she like it's like she dies at the end, and she in her mind it's like. It's the best performance ever, and then everyone will remember it because like I died for my art.
Oof.
And then the Joker is like, yeah, other people can die for my shit.
I mean, he is a villain.
Yeah, he's like, So if anything,
he's a true troglodyte.
The Black Swan was the better.
Yeah, it was more artistic. In its depiction of
it was a darker version of what's that stupid movie? Guy's girlfriend showed them when they were like in their teenagers. Fucking the ballet movie. It's terrible.
I don't even know what you're talking
Jamiroquai is like the soundtrack for it.
Jamiroquai.
But
It truly does sound terrible.
yeah, I was confused with the Julia Stiles movie, like Save the Last Dance or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it's not. It's like it's something like that. But basically, this girl moves to New York to join like
Showgirls?
no to like join. Oh, that's a good movie too. Like
We've talked about that movie
yeah.
before, haven't we? Right?
Paul Verhoeven, yeah.
Showgirls. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
Striptease. Showgirls is with the goddamn what's her name?
The chick from 90210.
No, so that's is it Demi Moore? Is it Demi Moore?
Nah, Demi Moore's not in that movie. It's that chick. She's like a blonde lady.
Yeah, you're thinking Saved by the Bell. Fucking
Saved by the Bell. Yeah.
God damn it.
That movie's like a fever dream. And then the detective from Twin Peaks is in it too, right?
So Showgirls, yeah, Showgirls is the one with her, and then Striptease is the one with I think Demi Moore.
I never even heard of Striptease.
So that movie's tight because it's all about um it's all about just like
G.I. Jane.
yeah, Demi Moore fool. It's
I
all
was
about
thinking of the other. Oh, never mind.
yes. That movie just straight about like sex as a commodity, and
I was thinking of Drew Barrymore.
yeah, and like but like her whole aspiration is just to be the best. It's just to work with. It's to work for the dude, the guy from Twin Peaks, at like be his like number one dancer,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
it. And she will, and it doesn't matter what she has to do to get there, because she's like, she's like, I'm a stripper, but if I can become a show, like a showgirl in transition, and that's like everything to me, and I'll do anything to get it, even though it's like you can tell it's like a fleeting process that once she ages out, which it shows in the movie of other dancers, and it's like she's just yesterday's news,
Yeah.
and she's just living for the moment.
Damn.
The craziest thing is like all his movies have to have a central theme that he hits you over and over the head, like hyper capitalism with RoboCop, fascism with Starship Troopers, but like Shogun just shows strictly like the like just how people get disposable when you involve sex, because they're no
Wow.
longer people, they're just commodities.
There are objects.
And when the two girls who are like talking about what they used to do to survive, like how they talk about their favorite dog food they used to eat.
Ugh.
'Cause there's-
Ugh.
yeah, it's like a scene in the movie we were talking about how poor they were, that they were like
Dog
they
food?
not only did they eat dog food, but they had a preference on what the brand they like to eat.
That's terrible. It hurts my guts. But
But they talk about how it like kept them like, because they didn't eat, it kept them nice and fit and firm.
yeah,
And,
because
like,
they don't. Your
and it's like,
body
goddamn.
can't process.
Yeah.
Process that shit.
Yeah, that fucked their career up, that movie.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, that was the last movie he did too. I think he felt bad. He's like, that fucked this lady's. I mean, Casper Van Dien don't do shit either, so.
Sheesh. What other movies are like Black Swan that came out recently?
That are like Black Swan? Not many.
Like Birdman,
Birdman's pretty tight.
and then there was that. You watch Whiplash?
No.
That drummer movie?
No.
Bro.
They got the M&M's guy?
Yeah.
I can't. He's always going to be the M&M's guy.
That
He's
movie-
going to be the M&M's guy, or he's going to be the fucking... he's the guy that fucking is constantly trying to ruin Spider-Man's life. Like,
Yeah.
that's like...
I get this Spider-Man.
Fucking Spider-Man.
Oh, I gotta get those feet pics of Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's like the Alex Jones of Spider-Man.
Oh, he did that in the most recent movie.
What?
He's like an Alex Jones figure.
Is he really?
Yeah, that's funny you brought that. You haven't seen it? The one with all the Spider-Man? The newest one with all 3 Spider-Men in it.
Oh, okay. I vaguely those Marvel movies now don't do it
Yeah,
for me.
they-
So they're
yeah.
like, I vaguely remember the plots.
Yeah, but that I haven't watched many Marvel movies because of that.
I think Dune came out around the same time, so I was more like on
that
focusing
tip.
on that.
But what's it called? I fucking loved that movie. I thought they did that movie fucking great. I was like, wow, Tobey Maguire really fucking put in the work for it. He looks old as shit. He looks terrible.
God damn, dude.
Terrible, but he looks
Yeah, like,
old as
everyone
fuck.
gets old. You can't Anyone can't be fucking Brad Pitt and fucking what's his name?
Once Upon a
Fucking
Time.
Tom Cruise, dude.
Oh, Tom Cruise.
Yeah. I mean, like,
But I feel like he looked a lot older because he was trying to. I think they were trying to portray him as like, not that like, his timeline wasn't that far away from the movies, right? But it's like no, the homie should be like fucking like 8 movies, lore in wise deep, on what he's been doing.
yeah.
But when he's talking, it sounds like oh, he just literally left.
Him and
off the
Kristen
third-
Dunst should have like a family by now.
Yeah, like no, or he should have like a whole ass other like arc or like hella other shit.
Yeah.
But when he talked, I felt like he was just talking about how like, oh, I just got done with the 3rd movie, and it's like, no, you didn't, bro. It's been like 20 years. What are you talking about? You have enough time to have like a whole other fucking trilogy.
Yep.
In there. So I feel like when I saw that, or when I was watching him act that way, I was like, that's really aging you, bro. Like you're really trying to seem like you're just off of the 3rd movie, but you're not.
That's why I like the Venture Brothers. The Venture Brothers always show
Oh.
like the like 10 years later when they're already out of their heyday, and they're just like, I'm running like, yeah, I took over the newspaper. Like I run the newspaper now. Like I got promoted.
Yeah,
And
I love
this
that.
whole superhero thing is just like I do it whenever, like, you know, or like,
when I'm bored.
you know, it's like,
I
oh yeah,
fucking love
I
the
fell out
Venture
of
Brothers.
like villainy, and now I do this now.
Dude, I fucking love that show so much.
Do you know they're
because of that.
dude, they're
making
gonna
a movie,
they're making a movie. I'm so
Yeah.
juiced. I'm so bummed that they didn't conclude the last season.
right?
There's so much stuff they need to finish.
Like, who's the bear? Who's that fucking
Dude.
bear guy?
They think it's Hank from the future.
You think
That's the theory.
that
Is
kind of makes sense?
that's Hank from the future.
But then again, isn't Hank supposed to be Brock's clone or some shit like that?
No,
That was the theory I remember.
the boys are yeah. You don't know who the boys' mothers are, but you know they're clones.
Yeah, they're clones of each other.
So it was supposed to be the bodyguard before Brock, but they confirmed that she was just
It was-
obsessed with.
oh, yeah,
She was just
yeah, yeah.
obsessed with the doctor,
As the mother,
and
They're-
she wasn't actually their
Mother.
mother. She was just obsessed with him, so she was like, "I'll take like the role of being." But to her, because that's how like you kind of first figure out they're clones, because she kind of was like, "You haven't aged at all, boys." Like you kind of like, and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
what's up with this?"
Speaking of not,
And why
aging,
does she not like? Yeah, why does she not remember? They're really her mom. Why don't they remember her as babies? Why does she
Yeah.
only remember them as teenagers?
Yeah.
So then you really don't know how old the boys really are.
That is true. Because they could be stuck at 18, but they probably have been cloned so many times they're actually like 31. They're in their 30s.
Yeah. The funny thing is, because Doc and what's his name? Fucking the other writer, Pollock. They constantly do like Q&As.
Mhm.
And it's like the best thing every year, and people keep asking for the most obscure character to come back, and it's like
Wait, who?
it's the fucking the Dr. Orpheus's daughter, Kriana.
Oh,
It's her friend that she brought on a double date,
Yeah, that random
one
chick.
time.
Yeah.
and they keep asking when she's gonna come back, and they're like, "Dude, we've already wrote her off. Like she's not coming back. Like
Let it go.
let it. Yeah, like they're like the most like
Bro. Oh man, I probably never will, but if I ever meet those guys, I'm gonna fucking bring that up. Like, hey, bro, when are you guys gonna bring back?
I think my favorite question anyone's there's two questions. My favorite question anyone's ever asked them,
That lady back.
and it's who will win a fight between Helen Keller
Oh,
and
God.
Anne Frank, which they like went in on, which is pretty good because they both were like opposite ends of the coin on that one.
Yeah.
And then they're like the creation of Brick Frog.
Who is that?
That is their villain they came up with, Brick Frog. And what Brick Frog is a man that dresses like a frog and has a satchel of bricks,
Oh!
and he throws bricks at people. And they're like,
That is
"How-"
very villainous.
and you're like, how the fuck did Brick Frog? Where did that come from? He's like, dude, literally, he's like, when you're poor and you're a kid or you're just broke, and you find anything you can, and you're like, this is who I am. And he's like, I had a frog mask, and he's like, I had a foam brick from a Spencer's gift shop. He's like, that's my, it's my brother versus Brick Frog. Like,
that is so.
but yeah, it's just a
good.
dude that dressed like a frog and throws bricks at. And so that's
You're
there.
poor.
Yeah, and somehow he's made it into different seasons.
Yeah, because he's in the show, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he basically they were using he was the tryout for like a new secret society of evil, and then little by little he just kind of like kept it going. You see him in the background at other like villain hideouts and stuff like that.
That's like in season 1, the episode where they have the yard sale. There's like a whole bunch of characters, like random.
Vincent St.
characters.
Cloud became a main character because of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say they became like actual mainstays. Of
I
the
want to know
show.
what happened to Plugface guy
Yeah,
because they said he
gets killed, doesn't he?
he escapes the battle of
When everyone starts fighting each other.
yeah he dips out in his little ship.
I could have sworn I remember him getting killed by Brock.
Oh, he gets fucked up by Brock for sure. But
Yeah.
no.
I remember that. I was actually rewatching all of that series, but then I stopped. I think the second season before the last, because I got sad because I was like, why I even watch the end, or why would I go up to the end if it's not even gonna conclude?
The saddest is the fucking episode where the number 2 henchman from the Monarch comes back and kidnaps all the villains and makes them fight in a gladiatorial
I don't remember
arena.
that.
Okay, so basically,
Number 2, that's the big husky guy, right?
no, that's 23 and 24.
Oh, and then number 2 is he was the
He was
one-
basically the number 2 guy that got
he was
killed
like-
because he went on a mission with them.
yeah he was like ignored or something.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
they blame
Yeah.
so he blames them, and
Because isn't there like a whole flashback sequence where he's like, "Don't you remember? And
Yeah.
I was this guy, and I was this guy."
so
And
basically he's mad that henchman 24 became like a badass.
it should have been him.
He's like, yeah, it should have been me. He's like, why? And then he was like, he kidnaps basically all the like basically number 2 guys, henchmen, to make them fight in the gladiatorial combat. But what I'm getting to is that they get freed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a character. They're kind of like the There's 2 kind of like Avengers that they made up, which they kind of fucked up. So there's one that kind of run. Basically, they all work as like anchors at a show. So it's
Okay.
Captain Sunshine.
The Diddler, right?
Yeah. Well, allegedly.
Legal purposes.
You know what's really crazy is in their show, in their canon, Doc is a pedo
What?
because he bangs an underage
Oh my
Remember?
god! Yeah.
he bangs an underage girl.
Yeah.
And that's how Dermot is
Yeah.
born.
Oh god. Yeah, and then because then there's that whole the wife or the mother of the girl. is,
She's
like,
7
pissed
she's
off.
like 17 and she's like she's only 17
Oh
and
my
you're,
god!
and you're trying to date her.
Wait,
Well-
so the Sunshine guy is never confirmed, but Doc is
Never
the
confirmed.
main character
Yeah.
of the show.
He just he just happens to like
Oh, that's-
have a big obsession with his Robin character,
yeah.
Sunshine Boy. Or
We all know you
what's his name?
know.
Sunshine Boy? Is it? What is it? I think it is Sunshine Boy. Yeah. But then the monarch dresses up like him, and he gets mad when he sees him in his
outfit.
number 2 outfit, and then when the monarch was like, "You like this?" He's like, "No, that's dirty." He's like, "Dirty man," you know. No.
Isn't it even more?
So it makes me
fucked up?
think that the original, because he's not the original Captain Sunshine.
It was the butler.
So it makes me think that the original Captain Sunshine probably molested.
It was the butler. The butler was the original.
Yeah, he probably molested Captain Sunshine, and then Captain Sunshine has just a lot of regression.
And he wants to keep the
And he
little kid
progr-
innocent.
Yeah, yeah.
But then didn't the monarch end up killing the?
No, he tried to, but he's a dumbass, so he made it. He tried to hit him with radiation, and Captain Sunshine's power is from the sun, which is radiation.
No, but I mean, didn't the monarch kill the original Robin of him?
No.
I could have sworn that's what it was.
Was
and
it?
That's why Captain Sunshine's so pissed off at the monarch, because he's not just like taunting him. He's also like the guy that caused the death of the sidekick.
I don't know if it was or not. I
I'd
thought
have
he
to
just
rewatch
left
it.
because I think he got overweight. Basically, he aged
He
out.
Aged out. Oh,
He got
okay.
overweight and old, and like he's like, "You're not a boy anymore." Like,
It's even worse.
yeah, because I think he's like in one of the intervention episodes where he's like the old cap. He's like yeah, I got it's the episode.
Oh, yeah, with
Yeah.
Johnny Quest.
Yeah, Johnny Quest
He's
did
like
it.
a hardcore fucking drug fiend.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Dude, I love that portrayal of Johnny Quest because he's all
Haji
paranoid.
runs like a regular business now.
Yeah.
And he's like Johnny, I don't have time for your shit.
Yeah.
Like, they killed off Race Bannon too. in the Venture Brothers.
Because he gets killed in the plane. He's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in the plane.
And
right?
because Brock goes to his funeral, he's like, that dude was like the number,
The
like
one.
he was the real one.
Bro, did
Before-
you ever watch the Johnny Quest show?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love that.
I do.
show.
Not only did I watch the original, I watched the fucking when they did Questworld, the 3D one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the OG one, and then I aged into the 3D one.
Yeah.
Like I watched it premiere and all that shit. I was definitely the demographic.
I was like, Questworld, this is the future. Polygons, dude, we're not
We're not ready.
We're not ready. I never understood the premise though, of how they basically invented like their own version of the internet.
Did they?
Yeah, that's basically what Questworld was. It was like interfacing the internet with like actual like.
Bro, I don't remember. I used to be a diehard fan of that show, and at 31, I can tell you, I don't remember dick about it.
Yeah, I have my way my brain works is it takes information that's not useful
Stores
and it forces it to be stored so I can recall it. Like
yeah. Like, what was that day you fucking out of nowhere brought up the name of the villain from Reboot?
Megabyte,
No, the other one.
hexadecimal.
Yeah. Why you're so quick with it?
Yeah. Now imagine if I had
Y'all
something.
can't-
Now
y'all can't
imagine
see
if it was like something useful like science or math.
Y'all can't see it, but Art's face, he's so pleased with himself right
Pythagorean theory?
now.
Can't even
What's
pronounce it
that?
correctly. Yeah.
But has a decimal?
Hexadecimal.
She had the little worm guys.
She was a Medusa.
Yeah, and her face would change.
Yeah.
You
She
ever
had the cat. That was her little.
Okay, let's test. All right, new bit, everybody. We're gonna test Art's knowledge of random shit.
All right, let's go.
Did you ever watch Street Sharks?
Yeah.
What was the bad guy's name in Street Sharks?
He was a piranha, right?
Yeah, but do you remember his name? I'm gonna look it up.
Dr. Piranha?
No, it can't be that easy.
Is it?
I don't know. Let me see. Street Sharks.
If it's Dr. Piranha, I win.
Hey, dude, if it's Dr. Piranha, I'm running out this house. Bad guy. Let's see. I swear to God. Dr. Luther Perdig. I can't even pronounce that. But it's like pretty much
There you go.
Piranha.
Nah. Program.
Yeah, same shit. But yeah. What about other series? Let's see.
So that was a miss on that one.
That was a miss, but you were close. I mean, it starts with a P.
And he was like piranha like. I remember that.
Yeah, his face would change up.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Well, okay. What was the name of the bad guy from Power Rangers? The lady.
Rita McNastovich or something like that.
That's the bitch. No, it is Rita. I think it's Rita Repulsa.
Repulsa, that's what it was.
Yeah.
McNastovich.
Nasty.
Rita
Which
McNasty
makes-
bitch. Repulsa, that's what it was. Rita Repulsa, yeah.
I remember that one for
Yeah.
sure. But we should make that into a T-shirt. Rita
McNasty bitch. And she lived on the moon
Yeah, she did.
for no reason.
Did you ever watch wrestling?
Yeah.
Do you remember what wrestling franchise did you watch? All of them, or like?
Whatever my brother was, because my brother was way more into it than I was.
Yeah, I recently have fallen into a rabbit hole of just watching.
But I remember it
random
was like a
shit.
thing with like, dude, if you didn't know Stone Cold Steve Austin quotes or the
Mhm.
Dudley Boys, like, dude, you're
Dudley
you're
Boys.
nothing, dude. No one cared about you,
Don't even show up to school.
dude. Steve Austin's tight because like he's a badass because he
You're
like
16.
promoted drinking to kids and like did it in a way where he was like, but he was like very responsible. He was very PC. Dude. He would be like,
Was he?
I'm a dude. He would do things like he's like only men, like kids don't do this, only like adults do this,
Adult-
blah blah. He would dude straight up. He would talk about his whiskey, like, rattlesnake fucking whiskey and stuff like that. But like like he would do it in a context where it was like he's like this is for the kids. Like, he's like Wu-Tang dog. He was like this is for the kids, but then this is for like the real adult. Like like so like don't get the message mixed up, dog.
Oh my god, yeah.
Boss shotgun a beer and fuck your dad up. And can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
I guarantee that's every kid's like at that time that was dude. If Stone Cold could come over here and like
Kick
beat up
my
a member of
dad.
my family
Kick my
and then
dad's
shotgun a
ass.
beer, I'd just be so fucking juiced.
That sounds like such a parody of like human
Stone Cold Steve Austin walked in his braces so John Cena could run.
But you talking about Stone Cold like that sounds like a parody. Like it sounds like something made up for like a movie. Like it's like
Well, dude, if you
you know
think
like
about
when they, you know like in a movie when they show like TV shows on the TV.
all wrestling, dude, that's the one thing about wrestling, like, because people make fun of, because obviously scripted.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
physical
soap opera.
it's a physical soap opera.
Yeah,
But those dudes take a real risk
yeah,
to
they
make it.
break their fucking necks.
Not
dude.
only that, dude, they're literally like, they come up with their own persona,
Yeah,
and just based off their looks, their physical attributes,
and charisma.
and then yeah, the charisma is what propels them. It's a
Yeah.
total, um, I would say a, mer- a meritocracy, because yeah, you could, dude, like, you could just be a no name fucking backup dude
Yeah,
versus like someone who actually makes it, and then you have to stay on top and be relevant
yeah, you gotta keep
before the new guys come in and take your spot. That's like that movie The Wrestler.
you gotta keep your hype up.
Yeah.
But what's it called? I've always said, and I believe it full heartedly, that musicians and wrestlers are the closest things we'll ever get to actual like superheroes in our reality, because of the big personas they have behind them. Like Stone Cold, bro. Like Stone, just the name Stone Cold. That's like an anti-hero name right there. And people just believe it.
Hell yeah, brother.
People just like Jimi Hendrix. Like Hendrix was like an electric wizard man, and people were just like, "Yep, that dude does a ton of acid. He can make the guitar talk," and people
Yep.
believe it.
Oh yeah.
I
Some
feel like those
people
are
were
the-
just, maybe some people were like, I always believe like some people were just born more with than others, and
Oh.
some people were touched and some people aren't, and that doesn't mean take anything away from you, but you should also realize that some people were, like I said, they're born special, and you should admire their
Yeah.
gifts.
while you can, because
Yeah, because it's
fleeting as
yeah,
fuck.
it could disappear in the moment, and you should, instead of being jealous or being jaded or whatever, you should just appreciate someone
Yeah.
else's talent, and
Yeah, I definitely learned that from musicians. Like looking at other musicians, they are like actually doing it. I'm just like, yeah, you gotta accept that they're doing big shit, because yeah, like in a year or two they could just be gone. Like all that hype, all that fun.
well,
they
not just
do.
that, just too, like their own, their own ego could fuck them up,
Yeah,
and
that
so
too.
like you could just be like, oh damn it, like what the
Like-
fuck, man.
like the dudes from Slayer.
Or they even skateboarding too. Like you see guys who are just like kill it. They have their time and their place. Some can make it go longer than others. Some got like Frank Black said, have more rocket sauce in the bottle. And some people they're like really good. They're super talented, and they go into party mode, and they just, that's it. They're done.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, damn, you're like, that's, when you see wasted talent, you're just like, fuck. That's what, when you get like, I think you collectively can be like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
When you're just like, you see wasted talent, you're like, man, it's not the fact that you're bummed that this person can do something you can't. You're bummed that they have this gift and they're just throwing it away
Mm-hmm.
on their, just like, like they're just like saying fuck it. Like I don't even care that I can do this amazing thing.
And to me, that's crazy to think about, because like in movies or like in media, those types of stories are always redemption arcs, But like in real life, like in reality, those people like that sometimes die in the gutter.
Yeah.
They just die like
Or they go to
terrible
they
deaths.
go into like mediocrity, and they'll do crazy things to try to come back up, and that's how you get dancing with celebrities, like Dancing with the Stars. Like they'll do anything to try to rekindle it, and it's like,
Yeah.
ugh,
It's
it looks,
like,
no, it's cringe.
you
Like,
know?
come on,
And-
dog.
And that's such a new sentiment too, cringe. Like that's a newer thing too that people don't realize that didn't exist. Sometimes.
This is gonna this is what I was telling people, like, because like right now we're like in like the weird space of like Instagram influencers, TikTok influencers, cam, people on cam and
Yeah,
stuff like that,
Twitch,
OnlyFans,
streaming.
streaming, all that stuff, and it's all gonna come to a head because you're, like I said, like if you've never watched any Paul Van Hoven movies, you don't get the fact that like when you put yourself up to be like a commodity like that, like you age out
Yeah,
or you get irrelevant. It's just it's a process, and
Yeah. it's natural.
and like you have these people that just like think like it's never gonna like
The
my
party
it's never gonna end. I'm always gonna be relevant. My talent will be the same.
That's
My
def-
beauty will never fade. And
Bro.
it's like you're building your entire livelihood on that, and when that collapse, like
You're gonna fall hard.
most people, well, if you're smart enough, you like you'll put like you'll invest your money into things so you can carry yourself.
Yeah, diversify like Wu Tang.
But yeah, Wu Tang Financial. But a lot of them don't because it's like I want to live for the here and now.
Yeah.
But when that time comes, you got to pay. You know, like you got to pay the bill. It's like I see people getting really like self-destructive
Oh yeah. 'Cause it's-
versus and that they will debase themselves or they'll get self-destructive to like stay
yeah,
in some form of like entertainment
and it's not just
for the
entertainment.
for the
but
masses.
I feel like the self destruction is also like it kind of fuels you. It fuels your sense of like I'm doing something because it's like it's instant gratification of like I'm fucking up, but they don't see it as fucking up. You know what I mean?
I think what I'm trying to get at too is I think it'll become a new form of entertainment.
That too, yeah.
Well, you'll not only watch someone's rise, but you'll enjoy their fall too.
Mhm.
So it'll become like a 3-part act of like it's like almost like the Truman Show. You're like you'll watch someone rise, you'll watch them when they have their like their prime in their prime, and then you'll watch the fall,
The downfall.
and then they'll all be just entertaining.
Yeah, it's all entertainment at the end of it. And speaking of entertainment, keeping this entertainment going is our sponsors. It's our sponsor time. Our first sponsor is Wu Tang Financial.
Financial.
Financial. It's same difference. When you have eggs, Wu Tang.
Presents are temporary. Wu Tang is forever.
Yeah. Do you have any sponsors or any shout outs?
Kale.
Kale. Yeah.
Kale brand.
Allegedly. Kale. When in doubt, eat some kale.
When in doubt, fuck New Haven.
But yeah, those are our sponsors: Wu Tang Financial and Kale. Use the promo code. That tastes like shit to get half of a kale leaf.
We were talking about the other day. I was
back.
talking about Eddie's like because we're talking about like how good our lives are compared to like I was thinking about like the Pilgrims for some reason.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
How good our lives are compared to like the people like not even 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And like we're like because we're talking about like death and stuff like that, and I was just like I was like dude, like we're probably like how I live my day to, if you took my job out of the equation, work, which isn't really that bad. I'm saying if I was just on a pension right now, like I guarantee the way I live my life is probably was some person's version of like the like heavenly afterlife 100 years ago. They're like I'll always be warm. I'll have food at my fingertips.
Yeah.
I can go see people whenever I want. I can be in contact with them. I'll see, I'll visit my relatives, see all my relatives and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'll see beautiful distant lands. You can buy a plane ticket and go somewhere. Dude, yeah, I was like, I don't yeah, like I was like, dude, I think we're doing. I was like, I think we're doing it. Like, like this is it.
I think we're winning.
I think, yeah. I was like, I feel like we're like, this is it right here.
Definitely.
And I was like, yeah, man. I mean, we don't have to hunt. Like, dude, like,
and you could, if you wanted to, you could go hunt if you want.
Every day you woke up could have been your last. Like, could have been like I gotta dodge something to take me out.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you woke up, you stretched and you like looked around because like you don't know what's gonna come out. Bear, a fucking, you don't know,
or other people,
a plague, a person. Like so. I was like, yeah, man. Like it's. I was like, it's tight.
For me, I love that the trend. There's this new trend coming up online where people are like, I was born in the right time. And I've always said that. I've always told people that when I would hear, like in high school, you would always get those random dudes that be like, I was born in the wrong decade. I always would tell them, like, bro, I'm born in the right place. If anything, I'm born later. I wish I was way more in the future. Like, this is awesome. And that was even before we had all the, like, advanced technology that we have right now. Because for me, the best thing ever is being able to just be able to listen to any song or any band that I want at any moment.
Yes.
Because I remember back, again, in high school, for me, it was mind-blowing to be able to go to Barnes & Nobles and have that little search panel, and I'd be able to listen to, like, snippets of songs. But I would just type in random shit and just find snippets of songs. And I thought that was amazing. Now with Spotify, with YouTube,
the pain of being on LimeWire and like
Yeah.
downloading a song and then like it's not fully
It's not the
downloaded. You
full-
can only hear a snippet of it,
Yep.
and it's like
At that moment, I was like, I'm living the best life ever. When that was happening, I was like, I'm in the right era. So now at like 2023, yeah, like I can't understand why some people are like, this is terrible, or like I can't this.
there's certain
time,
things
but
about
then-
it where you're like,
But I mean, like, bro, at the fingertips of your
I'm
fingertips, you can
really
see,
this is
hear.
this is what I'm really happy about is I was born at the time when as a kid internet wasn't what it was now, and I grew up into it.
Yeah.
So I grew up with the progression of it.
Mm-hmm.
I would feel bad. I don't know how, like I don't think like I think about kids that are born today with it just how it is now, and they don't know the progression of it.
Yeah.
I like, dude, I could definitely see how people become like introverts and incels and stuff like that because it's, dude, like,
Overwhelming.
yeah, like I remember like when I was bored or bummed or wasn't feeling it, like you had magazines
Yeah.
or you had to go out and go to like find the music you wanted, but you still had to go interact with people. You had to go to the fucking grocery store and buy that magazine. You had to go to fucking like Sam Goody's or fucking Tower Records
I remember
to
going
get
to Food Max.
yeah, you had to still go out and like the fact that you don't have to leave your room now and you can get all that. You could create a physical like little fucking
I was doing
cave
that.
you'll never have to leave, you know.
I legit did that like 2 weeks ago. I was stuck in my room because I was having another depression low, right?
Yeah.
And I literally didn't have to leave the room because if I wanted a social interaction, go on TikTok, find a live.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm just talking to people. I'm talking to someone on their live. If I wanted food, just get on fucking what's it called? DoorDash.
DoorDash.
And get the food brought to me. Don't even have to talk to the guy. Just have it dropped off and fucking pick it up. And then all you have to do to get and then, I want to have fun. Get on Steam, download the game, and I'm playing fucking video games.
Yep.
You know, and I literally just stuck in the room for a week straight, just not doing shit,
Yeah.
just in the bed.
And then like the idea of like I said, like, like I need my sexual gratification or whatever.
Yeah,
You're like,
that too.
boom.
Yeah, right there.
Right
free
there.
porn. At all times, you can just see whatever anything.
Whenever you want.
Anything and everything is just there.
Yep.
That was another thing too when I was younger. Like trying to find specific porn or trying to find specific things was like a fucking treasure hunt.
Yeah.
And now it's just like
Now it's
boom,
like, dude, like,
boom.
like no thank you. Dude,
I think I will cut back.
I appreciate, but no thank you. No
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh, dude. Oh, that reminds me of. Did you hear about?
No, I don't
the-
want to fuck horny stepmothers in my area.
Dude, there's all these.
They
stepmoms, though.
they can wait to meet me.
But
I don't want-
I think I can wait. But have you heard about the whole deep fake
Yeah.
scandal and shit of the dude that got caught up, the Twitch streamer? He
No.
got caught looking at fake porn of his fellow Twitch streamer like coworkers.
Oh, they set him up.
No, but I don't know if they set him up, but his dumbass.
So he streamed him watching their porn.
So he was streaming and he closed out of a tab and it showed the other tab he had.
Man, that's some fake bullshit, dude.
No, dude.
That he either did that. He was in on it for the dude. I'm telling you, that's the thing too. Like people do this
controversy,
dude. They do
It's
it for
free PR.
Yeah, it's all fake. It's
it's,
all done just for the taps, just the likes.
But
It's
the guy
traffic.
the guy got caught up supposedly having like tabs. I don't even think it was one. It was multiple tabs of fake porn, deep faked porn of his like fellow streamers. And these female streamers, actively pay agencies and like other like people to go
And scrub it.
and scrub the entire internet for that shit. So this guy was looking at it, and not just looking at it, but the site that he was using, you have to pay for the content, and not just pay for the content, but some of it is like custom made for the person. So he was paying the entry.
So you're saying he was paying? Basically, he found a site where he was like, "I know these, dude. Oh my god. Okay,
Where that soapbox come
I
from?
think I've come up with the dude. You know,
Combed up.
I think there's always a joke of like, people always ask me like, "Oh, we can do like blah blah." We free time. I was like, I'm gonna write the great American novel. It's like been a running joke with me. But like, dude, that's my dude. I had this idea for a book, and it's exactly that.
What? A dude fake deep.
So
deep
basically,
faking
I
his
came out.
friends?
Dude, copyright. This is all copyrighted.
Kale, you hear this, Kale?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is all copywritten. Dude, motherfucker. I know Lou or fucking
Whoever's
Lou or
listening.
Kinky fucking write this fucking book. I swear to God,
Your head's on the chopping
I'll
block.
murder you.
Allegedly. for
No.
jokes. I'm gonna find you.
It's Glockton. No, but so that was like, dude, this is like a rough draft. Basically,
Okay.
the idea is, basically this kid, it's in high school,
Yeah.
is really good at programming, and he has, he's like, dude, he's this is like a little couple of years in the future, not too far away, but in the future,
Yeah.
not present. But basically, he comes up, with this. Basically, he kicks it like in which basically a version of VR chat.
Okay.
So he kicks it there. He's really popular. He makes a lot of custom stuff for people. He's really good at programming, and he comes up. And in this version of VR chat, not only can you have an avatar, but you can create other avatars for yourself too. So you can basically you can make a girlfriend.
Okay.
And basically, there's like two popular girls that he goes to school with in high school, and basically what he does is he basically makes an algorithm that not only does a deep fake of like what they look like, but the bot also mimics their personalities. Like,
so it's like them.
to almost to a T, where text messages, their social media and stuff like that, it copies it and is like identical.
Oh,
So
damn.
people online can't really tell the difference if that's the real person or not.
That's fucking creepy.
So he does this, right?
Yeah.
And then gets snitched out that like, hey,
So and so has.
so and so
your
has
identity.
you has are you and so and so dating? Because you guys spend a lot of time like online together in this VR thing.
Damn.
And so basically, she goes and confronts the fool. Like, what the fuck? You're out here with like
Yeah.
a doppelganger in me online, and then he's like, basically, yeah. And then she was like, what the fuck? That's hella creepy. And then she's like, also like, she's kind of a little bit flattered by it because he's like when you're young and you're popular, like you kind of like like, oh yeah,
He took the time to make it.
yeah. But then she realizes that he has two other avatars of girls.
He's cheating on her.
So yeah, he's got her best friend
Drama. Oh.
also,
Oh no.
and then he's got a teacher.
Oh, what the fuck?
So she's like, what the like blah blah what the fuck? Why is my best friend also? You have her, and then you have a teacher too, and he's like, he's like what the fuck? Like like that's so you don't like me, you like just you have your harem basically online.
Yeah.
And then she's kind of like, what the fuck? Tells her friend, and then they're like, we're gonna tell the teacher. And then he's like, no. He's like, please, like you're gonna like you'll ruin me.
Yeah.
Like everyone will think I'm weirdo. And then she realizes not only that, but he confesses too. He's like, not only do I have both you guys, and it's like an algorithm. Like basically, I can have a conversation with you guys. Your doppelgangers.
Yeah.
And it's like we're really dating, but we're not. It's like her basically.
Yeah.
He's dating with them, but not.
What if
He's renting them out to other people?
Dude, no, I was gonna say, what if the guy's making videos?
No, yeah, it's
Like,
everything.
And he's like, you'll ruin
It's
me.
fake photos, it's fake videos, it's fake text messages.
Like he has like a whole crowd of people that like are in on it.
He has basically 3 fake relationships going on with real people. And then he tells them, even the big kicker, he's like, I'm also selling your avatars to other guys.
Oh,
And then
digital pimping.
And then she sees how popular they are, and is like, wow, like we're really like popular. Like a lot of guys want us. And she also sees that she's the number 1. Her friend's number 2, and the teacher is number 3.
Okay.
So
she gets in on it.
They get on it. They're like, what if we actually, instead of it being just going to be the bot, but what if we advertise on our own social medias, like our own, like we're like, yeah, you can rent me, my avatar, basically, and date me, and it's basically like part of my social media. So then it fast forwards to years later. He's got his company up and running, and that's now this thing where girls, instead of like camming or like OnlyFans. Basically, you go on their social media and they have like a QR code, and you can like download their avatar.
That's fucking brilliant.
So the teacher, the girl, and her friend are basically like, since they're the OGs, they're the most popular at the time, and they actually become real life celebrities. So the teacher quits her job. The two girls, they're
But
like,
then wouldn't that be like digital slavery though? Then, because then
well,
like,
it's not them, it's
because
their
not
avatar.
them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like,
But
they're just sitting
but the
on
algorithm is so good, it actually matches like when they show them what they're doing on social media and their interests and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like
But they're not doing it.
verbatim.
Yeah,
like,
but they're
on
not
it.
doing any of the work. The digital avatar.
Yeah.
Is.
So
Wow.
it goes in the future, and basically the premise is they're being interviewed by somebody each timeline.
Mhm.
Like, the start, the middle, and then the end. So in the middle, they're like talking about their like the guy's like companies is blowing up, how he's like revolutionized. It's like a new thing now. Like instead of like getting like people purposely want you to like download their avatar, and then that's how their status is. Like how many people download you is how your status is basically.
Damn, that's a great idea.
It's like what's like that's like the new form of celebrity basically, and then
How many downloads you get?
how many downloads you get, how popular you are.
How popular is your personality?
and, yeah, and basically like these girls, these high school girls, and this teacher basically use that and become like celebrities and
Yeah.
use it to like promote themselves, promote products, and then do other stuff, make a career out of it. And by the end of this timeline, you start seeing something happen where the main girl starts losing out to her friend in downloads.
Okay.
Her friend, who was more like kind of like
Not as popular.
not as popular and more conservative, starts getting more wild and more, like
Oh, to ant up.
to amp herself up, and she
Oh,
starts
okay.
bypassing the main girl. The teacher, on the other hand, starts slowly declining more and aging out,
Okay.
and she's kind of like getting bummed that she's kind of like losing
Yeah.
it.
The appeal.
So you then fast forward to, further down the line in the timeline, and his company is now merged with like other software where you're having problems where people are now like getting committed to crimes that they didn't do or being used because
Oh.
these algorithms are so fucking good.
They can fake.
They can show people who are like basically not showing up to work.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, no, look, see the algorithm says like, like it says I clocked in at this time. Like, no,
Dude, did you see?
you didn't work in like 3 days.
Speaking of that, that's actually lightly almost about to happen because some person, damn, so much shit has been going on, bro.
Yeah.
Some person made an AI that sounds like the PewDiePie guy, PewDiePie
Yeah,
on
yeah.
YouTube. They made a voice AI, a script AI, and they made a video AI. And put it all together, so now they can literally make videos of PewDiePie, right, saying and doing shit.
Yeah.
But it's not him, or it's not real at all. It's just all online. And there's
Yeah.
a YouTube video of it, like the AI PewDiePie talking, and it looks real, lightweight.
Yeah.
And it's like some people say, right now, the shit that you see from AI is the worst they'll ever be. It's only gonna get better. And that video of that PewDiePie AI is almost convincing. So it's only going to get better.
There'll probably be some Turing tests they can throw in there that'll fuck it up.
I don't even think that matters. I don't even
But-
think it has to be actually self-aware. I think as long as it's just capable of tricking the
It's
human
not.
eye
It's
and ear.
yeah, but I'm saying that's the point. It doesn't have to be self-aware. It has to. We have to. We
Yeah.
have to be able to prove that it's not self-aware.
But
That's-
have you seen? There's so much shit going
Yeah.
on with AI, man.
Yeah. But like basically to finish this off, the,
Yeah.
the last chapter, which makes this like a dystopian,
I was about to ask
Novel
you too. I was like, is it
is that
dystopian?
so here's the later years.
Hmm.
Girl one, the popular girl, the main girl, she has been overshadowed by her friend who's now the number one.
Yeah,
So she kills her.
in person,
She goes and kills her.
like the real one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she kills her, and then she gets arrested and goes to jail.
hmm
The teacher who like started aging out decides to promote her daughter
Oh damn.
and be like, "This is
The
me,
new-
me 2.0."
Oh shit.
And the daughter is like not about it, and basically they have like a huge like falling out, and she's so distraught that she goes to the teacher goes to the fucking
The guy.
guy and is like you did all this to we none of us asked for this. Like you did all this, you know. Like
Made
you
this whole
turned
ass
like
company.
you ruined my life was normal and I was like I had a good job, I had a good relationship with my family, and he's like
Damn.
you fuck this, like you ruined it.
Yeah.
And basically I don't have an ending to it. All I have is like that the conversation between
Yeah, because
he's like the girl you supposedly thought was like your high school crush, like you were in love with, obsessed with. You turned her against her best friend, and she ended up murdering her, and she's in jail now.
Yeah, no, but you could like wrap it up as being like the dangers of an idea running away from somebody.
Yeah,
Because it could turn out that even him, like his life is ruined, because like he probably can't keep up with the demand, or maybe he like something happens to him unbeknownst to the girls.
well, I kind
So-
of think of him more like a Caligula figure, where he was a coddled, like boy who was trying to assert himself as a man,
Mhm.
and then becomes just so hedonistic from his
Yeah, he
like
never matures.
Like
or-
he's just like not only does he not take responsibility, but he believes his own myth.
okay.
So he's hyped himself up as this like not only like genius but a playboy.
Like a Hugh Hefner kind of.
Yeah, like he's like oh,
Because what I've seen, or from what I'm not like the things that I've heard about AI, people are afraid that it's going to get away from us in the sense of like, yeah, like okay, he creates the algorithms and he creates the actual female avatars. But what happens once an actual audience of millions or billions of people latch onto that and then they take it?
yeah.
You know
Well,
what I
the
mean?
way I
Like,
kind of
that's
thought
going
it,
to get away from
the
them.
way because I like movies or I like stories that have like that aren't like well the heroes have their their triumph over evil.
Yeah.
I would like this is kind of where I see the ending of this going, where I like the idea that he basically the teacher confronts him, and she's like, blah blah blah, you think this, blah blah, and he just like tells her, he's like, look, a long time ago, I realized like she's like that. He's like the reason why I'm an asshole, the reason why I'm pompous, the reason why like I'm full of myself is because a long time ago I figured out how sad this really is. He's like, he's like I tricked myself into basically falling in love with ones and zeros.
Pretty much, yeah.
And he's like, then I watched other people fall for the same shit. And then he's like, I realized that these people will not only give me their money, but they'll give me influence and power
Yeah.
for these ones and zeros. And he's just like,
So why stop it?
Yeah, he's like, he's like, do you understand why I don't care about your guys' like problems? Because he's like, I've just like shown how dumb
Yeah.
everyone is. Like literally, he's like, it's not real. It's not real. These people that go out and spend money on upgrades and things for these avatars, who they supposedly love, but then he's like, I can look at their history. They'll go and download other ones too. Like he's like, just like I did.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll have my backup fantasy girlfriends, and he's like, yeah, it's not real. It's all fake. And
It's all bullshit,
and
man.
anyone that says like like they're
I don't know, Art sound a little nihilistic to me.
Yeah. and that's kind of how it ends. He's like, he's just like,
fuck it.
he's like, yeah, you did. He's like, yeah, you fucked your relationship with your daughter up. Yeah, I gave you the tools to do it, but he's like, you
But
did
you're
it.
the one did it. You're the one that did that.
He's like, you know how many? He's like, just ask him. He's like, do you know how many people don't sign up for this fucking program?
Damn.
He's like, he's like, yeah.
That's a good ass fucking, that's a good story idea. You do gotta write that down.
Yeah.
Damn.
I gotta woke it up a bit though. Gotta throw some black leads in there.
But
you know?
yeah. Some trans. But
Yeah.
what's it called?
That
Yeah,
dick don't slip.
the whole AI thing is fucking wild to me. Man,
What would be a good story? What would be a good title for that?
I don't even know. You fucking.
Fake pussy.
I feel like we said something at the beginning of this podcast that was like that could be a good title, but I don't remember. I don't know.
See, like, yeah, I have the idea. I don't have the tech, because that's what's gonna make the story good. Is when I can actually get the science
Yeah.
in it to work, or like at least like in theory
Mm-hmm.
to work. But
Yeah, you could- yeah,
what's more important is I like the idea that it's shown in flashbacks, kinda, where like basically the movie starts. there's someone interviewing each person.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, how did this begin? Like, you're filming the girl in
Do you
jail.
start- do you
You're
s-
filming the one teacher who's just like distraught, and then you're filming the billionaire. And then it
You-
starts.
It
Starts from there,
should be like
and you basically
like the first half of it should just be the two girls, and then towards the end you like show the guy,
Yeah.
and just show him just like I don't give a fuck.
Well, I'm saying no. I want them to be like almost like it's like a documentary.
Yeah, that's what I'm
where
saying.
like they're filmed in different timelines.
Yeah.
How things are going, like how like how,
Oh, like the progression of it, the
Yeah.
actual like progression of the timeline. Oh,
like the first part is a flashback to like when it all starts, and then it goes to like year one,
dude, you could because it could be like
and they're all loving it, and then year two, stuff kind of starts to turn. Year three, okay, shit's falling apart.
I was thinking like you show like the first like footage would be like the people being like, why are we even recording this? Like this is stupid.
Yeah.
And then like it progresses to them being like the camera quality gets better, and
Yeah.
the interviews get more professional.
But that's honestly where I got the idea from is that's where I see it going with like people's like social medias and stuff like that is like
and
it's almost I think is gonna be a new thing
you know
where
it'd be super meta.
you'll be selling yourself.
Yeah, you know it'd be super meta if you made this movie right, but the entire movie was made by AI.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh shit!
Like not even the
Chatbot?
Yeah.
Oh my dude, Bob! I think you just made this movie real,
Yeah, you could just
dude. We can just put
make
this,
an AI.
dude. We can just but oh my god, I didn't even think of that.
You're so focused on the ground floor.
Oh
You're
my
just
god,
doing-
we can totally do this.
Yeah.
Fuck yes, dude.
But we're getting towards the end of the episode, so we need our.
We need a fucking name for this movie.
we need
Or
our
script.
outro.
We need something. God
We
damn.
need the outro ads. So, what would be our last sponsor is
Bots.
Bots.
That's what we're calling the movie.
Bots.
Bots with a Z.
This is Bots.
Or botted. Oh, get botted so hard.
Get botted so hard. our exit, one of our exit sponsors is Get Botted.
Get botted.
Get Botted. If you use the promo code,
And I don't know why.
I'm not real.
I don't know why in my mind, but it's important.
wait,
that-
wait. We'll get.
Okay.
You'll get a 1 and a 0 at the end of the promo code.
Yeah.
If you use the promo code. I ain't real.
I'm about to
Yeah,
get canceled so
what's-
hard for this movie.
What's another?
So chauvinistic pig.
What's another sponsor or a shout out? You got any beers you've been drinking?
I quit drinking for February.
Sobriety.
Sobriety.
Yeah, that's our second sponsor.
I've been
Sobriety.
drinking a lot of liquid death.
You don't drink, please. And if you do drink like Stone
I
Cold,
mean,
Steve Austin, and responsibly, and
Woo!
kick someone's dad's ass. if
Can I
you
get a
can.
hell yeah?
Hell yeah. But yeah, that was our episode 3 of season 2 for the Death
Body
by
coming
Exile-
soon.
Death by Exile 101 podcast.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what I wanted to ask you.
Thank you.
How do we never come up with the idea of calling this podcast Bobcast?
But I don't, because
God damn it, Ed.
because I already have something called Bobfest, and if I have a Bobcast, everyone's gonna
Yeah,
be thinking,
it's just good
everyone's
promotion.
everyone's gonna be thinking I'm fucking egotistical when I'm not actually even.
I mean, it's Bobcast.
No,
It
it's
rolls off the tongue.
Death by Exile 101 podcast.
This is true.
But anyways, yes, thank you everybody for listening.
Body coming soon. Get botted.
Get botted. Bye.
Ready to
bye-bye.
sell yourself.